Hello, Jen here with my second challenge for the My Scrappy Life crop that's happening this weekend. So we have the crop that started on Friday, the 17th of January, and it goes right through to the Saturday, the 18th of January. It's a crop that happens monthly, put on by Miranda at My Scrappy Life, and a whole bunch of designers come and pop in and take on some challenges and create some inspiration to help anyone who's participating kind of get an idea for how they could use the challenge to create something too. So this is my second one. This is the bingo challenge, and usually every month there is a bingo challenge, so it's kind of fun to be able to have a bingo card. It kind of gets shown at the beginning, and you can use it throughout the crop if you want to give yourself a few different challenges and go ahead and kind of maybe play along and get a few bingos, or you can wait for the actual hour that the bingo challenge is presented and then see what you can do with it. So it's totally up to you how you want to use it. And of course, regular bingo rules apply. So you can do a horizontal line, a vertical line, a diagonal line. What else? I know you could do like a T or an X or 4 corners, or you can do the outside square or the inside square. There's probably others. A cross maybe is one of them. I don't really know. I don't actually play bingo. I don't know if there's more opportunity to win than that, but those are the ones that I know. And honestly, there's no rules in scrapbooking, so you can do whatever you want. I chose to do the entire card this time. I wanted to kind of give an example of how you can take that entire card and use all of the elements and combine them all together. And so that's what I went ahead and did. And then, of course, to give myself just that extra bit of challenge, because why not? I did it on a different sized layout. So I'm working in my vacation album from 2024, and I decided to go ahead and do like a 2-page spread. So the left side page is the back of another layout, and then the right side of this page is a page protector with pockets in it. So it just it means that I get a bunch of photos scrapped, which is always a good thing, but B, it kind of gave me the chance to spread out some of these elements and not cram them all into one little teeny tiny layout, which I definitely think I could have done with this particular bingo card. I think all of the elements that were on this card, I'll read them out to you in a second, but I think all of these elements worked really well together, and so I think I could have definitely gotten every single one onto a page that was just the size of that left side there, like a 6x8 sized page. But it was kind of nice to break it up and have a couple little pockets to work with and stuff too. So that's what I chose to do, but you guys get to do whatever is calling to you. So if you want to play along, but there's a few things that don't work, or maybe you don't have something, don't let that worry you. Substitute if you need to. Arrange the boxes any way that you need to, and you're more than welcome to play along. You can hop into the group. I will leave the link down below for you, and you can go and follow through with all of the challenges and let us know how you did. Just post them into the album, and join us next month too, because this does happen every month. The theme for this month was fire and ice, so that's kind of a fun thing. So you can use that as a bit of a guide if you want towards the types of layouts and projects that you're going to work on, but you don't have to. I thought, here's sort of the fire side of that, where I am definitely scrapping some pure summer moments. This is my summer vacation album, but I'm using a lot of cooler colors. There's lots of blues and teals and stuff like that here, and then the pops of yellow as that contrasting color. So that's kind of how I took it and helped to dictate some of the layouts that I chose to do for the crop. But let me read the bingo card to you. And if you want, you can go back at the beginning of this video and just push pause, and you can grab a snapshot of the actual bingo card if you wanted to play along and give yourself a bit of a challenge. Or I will read you all of the elements because I've already used several of them in just these last 5 minutes of this video. So are you ready? There is ink pad, which I've used already, stamp set, which I've used already, paint, which was the first thing I did, the white acrylic paint that I swiped across this page, embossing powder, which I just used there, alphabet letters, those are coming in a little bit, adhesive, that's also coming in a little bit. I've already used scissors to cut the little mats for my pictures, sequins, markers, brads, mini patterned paper, let me start from scratch. Mini pad patterned papers, which is what you see right here that I'm going to use. Patterned paper, which is my background paper is a patterned paper. Washi tape, which is coming. Glitter, which I used 2 different embossing powders. One is more matte and one is glitter. Chipboard, which the alphabet letters that I'm using are chipboard. You'll see those in a sec. Foam dots, which you'll see also in a second. Ribbon, stickers, photo corners, cardstock only paper, which I used to mat my photos. That was cardstock. It was previously cut because I had it for a different project, and the leftover squares of cardstock that I had just happened to be the right size for the photos. So I went ahead and grabbed that rather than cutting into a brand new piece. But the white paper I used is just plain cardstock. Paper punches, those are coming up, or it is coming up. I'm using one. Pens, die cuts, and mini alphabet letters. And so this actually worked out great because How to Kill a Kit with Style this month, the product focus is on alphas. And so this bingo card really pushed me to use 2 different sizes of alphas, which is good. All right, so let me explain what I've done so far. I took some white acrylic paint and I just swiped it across the back of that paper. When you flip that paper over, it was a 12 by 12 piece of paper from the Vicki Boutin collection that I'm using, the album and everything. It's the, is it called Create and Discover collection? Yes. So I have the album and I have all the stuff that goes with it. So that was a 12 by 12 piece of paper that I cut down, and there's a little fold out on the other side. And so on this side, I just wanted to mute some of the color and pattern. So I swiped my white acrylic paint across there. The ink pad was the embossing ink, and the stamp set, one of the stamps is a rose that comes from Emerald Creek, and the other is a stamp set that comes from Wild Whisper. So each of those got embossed with embossing powder. So that was, if I'm going across horizontally, ink pad, stamp set, the paint, the embossing powder. I've got my alphabet letters on here now. Those are some chipboard alphas that I have in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit this month. They are kind of that teal color, so I thought that works great. The white, hopefully you can kind of see the contrast. It's more of a cream or a yellow than an actual true white. So I thought that kind of worked too, because the pattern papers I have there, the little mini 6x6 paper pad papers, are yellow and white. So I'm I was looking for things that were in the kit that would work as close as possible. I'm not really nitpicking all that much because I'm really trying to balance getting this album done with making all of the pages look perfect. And you guys know me, I don't think anything is ever perfect. And so it's important for me that this album is done. So I'm going to make things work that are close by me. And if I know that I am in a creating mood, I'm not going to get too fussy and try to find things that, might distract me from actually getting the page done. So I thought that those ones worked pretty well, but they also cover the chipboard. So it was like a 2-for-1 kind of deal there. So those are my alphabet stickers. The adhesive, obviously you can see I'm using dry adhesive, double-sided tape from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and also my wet adhesive, that Nuvo adhesive. So both of those, I've been using my scissors to cut down my papers. I haven't gotten it to the sequins yet. I haven't got to the markers or the brads, but you've got my 2 pieces of mini patterned paper. The patterned paper is the original background paper for that left-hand page. So that is that one. In the free spot, I didn't really put something specific for that free spot, but you could definitely use that if you wanted to. You could challenge yourself to maybe add another product in there, or maybe a technique. Maybe you wanted to add paper tearing or folding or some sort of technique, or you can leave it as nothing. It's totally up to you. And then let's see. Washi tape I'll be getting to in a second. The glitter is part of the embossing powder, like I said before, so that one was pretty easy to use. And then chipboard is the alphas. They're actually a nice, thick, sturdy chipboard. The foam dots, they are behind the photos that I have put down, those 2 4x3 photos that are on that left-hand side page. I used foam dots in behind that to create the little pocket for my little insert pictures. So now they have just a little bit of depth to them so that those pictures can slide in really nice and they don't get stuck. Because there is the chipboard title and other things there. So that's where my foam dots came in. I have put down a couple of stickers from the same sticker sheet that comes with the Discover and Create collection, or Create and Discover, I think is actually, I'm going to keep saying the wrong way, but you guys know exactly what I mean. So I use some stickers again on that left-hand side to decorate. There's like a bigger sticker up at the top and then a couple of gold dots. So I've got stickers on there. The photo corners will come. I kind of left those to the very end because I didn't actually have any real photo corners, so I had to cut some paper to make those. My cardstock only, I explained, is my matting behind my pictures. The paper punch, I punched some little butterflies. I thought that they kind of worked nice. They're summery and they are like a generic shape, so I knew I could pull that punch out, and no matter what way this layout might have gone, no matter what direction it might have gone in, I thought that butterflies would probably work well. And you guys know, especially if you've been following me for a while, I have a love-hate relationship with punches. I don't really own that many, and so I was kind of limited. I had to find what worked, and butterflies were it. So that was, the classic Martha Stewart butterfly punch. That's what I went for. Pens, you just watch me use the pen, black pen, to do some outlining. Did I say markers? Oh yes, the markers. I used a gold marker to do a little bit of journaling and also some sketchy lines too. So black pen, gold marker. Where am I now? Die cuts. I picked 3 cute little die cuts and put them up in that top photo on the right hand side that you see. That is also from the Create and Discover collection from, the giant packs of ephemera that Vicky Boutin is selling. I got all of this stuff from Scrapshot, so please go and check out the scrap shots link below. I think Sandy still has a bunch of this in the store, but it was one of those like extra large packs. It came with a whole bunch of stuff from a couple different collections, but it went really well with the summer theme and the vacation theme, and also this Discover and Create collection. So I've got those die cuts up there. My little mini alphas, I put on the bottom photo. So that's how I kind of spread things out. I didn't try to cram every element into every piece. I wanted it to look cohesive and I wanted everything to go together, but truly the top card, has two pictures that don't go with the rest of the photos, if that makes sense. And so it was okay in my mind to let those stand out and be slightly different, and maybe add a few different elements. So that's what I've done here. I added those die cuts just to set it apart so that everything looks cohesive, but you can still see that they aren't part of the same story. And that helped me to kind of spread everything out. And so my last little touches here are the brads. The photo corners, I put 2 photo corners kind of, across from each other, so you definitely see them. I feel like it was nice to use that white cardstock, A, because it was already on my desk and I was using up some scraps, but B, it gives a little contrast. It gives a little pop and a place for your eye to kind of rest. And then it really does tie in with the left-hand side of the page, because there is a lot of white in that background. So it's just kind of spreading that out across both of the pages. And then here I have my ribbon, which is on there. I just use that as the little tag that I can help pull my picture out. I will cut that down because it's kind of big. But that is all of the elements except the sequins. They are coming, and I think it worked out really good. This is a fun page. It has interactive stuff on the left side of the page, which isn't in a page protector. So I love that about albums, when you can kind of work in some of that interactive stuff. But then I also got these 2 pictures done. They are in their page protectors, in their individual pockets. I got 3, actually technically 4 different stories told between these 2 pages, and I successfully used everything on the bingo card. So that is my layout for the last challenge, the bingo challenge for today's crop. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Leave questions and comments down below so we can chat. Check out all of the links, and I will see you all again soon. Until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.